I am so privileged that we get to do a Monday motivation.
Motivation.
Do you feel privileged?
I do.
That's
I
awesome.
am.
Buckle up. It's the Insurance Dudes Podcast.
Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Mr. Craig.
Hi. Hey, it's Monday. I love having this energy on the Monday.
No ice cream this morning, right?
No ice cream. I know acai bowl. It's kind of like ice cream. It's like
You had it together this morning, didn't you?
Sure did. I did a little meditation. I did a little 53-mile ride. Boom. Got up at 4.
Sounds like you're building a better Craig.
I am building a better Craig. The best Craig.
The best
So-
Craig. Hit me with some motivation, Mr. Craig. Just
Well,
slap
you know
me in the
what?
face with it.
I'm going to slap you with this. Let's talk about building to a better place or building to a goal, not the goal. Right? Because
Yes.
is there ever really a there?
I mean, I think sometimes people think there is, but is there really? Like when you get there, what happens, Mr. Craig?
There's more. Got to do more. There's always something else. I mean, you can
Is it
celebrate the
100%?
milestone.
Yeah. Is it 100% satisfying?
No. Nah.
What's really the best part?
I think you have to be in the present. You have to enjoy the present. You have to celebrate the present because that's what's happening. I mean, the future is not real and the past is gone. I mean, you can learn from it, but it doesn't exist either. And we
Give
could
yourself
argue
a present in the present.
we could throw some quantum physics in here and start arguing that there isn't even such thing as time. But we don't need to go that far down the rabbit hole.
I don't even think we're here.
It's possible. Some would argue that we're not. So,
But let's build. So how do we do this? So we're
Yeah.
building.
yeah. Well, our guy we have coming on Wednesday, Mr. Tommy Breedlove. I mean, this is what
Yes.
he did. And how
Yep.
do you do it? You know, if you don't have somebody to help you, or if you don't know the way, right? If you're uncertain or you don't know the way, I mean, there's so many things out there that you can use as a form of mentorship, or obviously find a mentor. You should find a mentor.
Yeah, definitely. We've talked about it a million times. Like even
Million.
even the best coach needs a coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the best performers in life have some sort of something to keep them on track because anybody can kind of fall off. But let's go back. You have a killer quote for this week, I believe.
Yeah, because questions are so important, right? Asking the right questions. This came up earlier. You were saying you were actually a little steamed, Mr. Jason, and it's sort of out
Oh,
of
was I?
yeah, a little bit. You were fired up a little bit about it, about people not asking the right questions and going, what the that's the thing. And I remembered
Oh, yes.
popping off this Tony Robbins quote that Neil used to always say, "The power of my questions unlocks the quality of their answers. It shifts their focus to what's most important." And that's really important. It's really easy to ask some question, right? Just ask a question. But if you really think about it, you frame it, you put it in the right place, you're going to get a lot better response, right? That information that you're going to get is going to help move the person to whom you're asking the question to where you need to get, or where you need to help them get, right?
Yep. It's that GPS that we always talk about, right?
Yeah, all the time. GPS.
It's true. The better the question, the better the answer that you'll get, and the more clarity you'll have in the journey of whatever you're trying to get to.
Let's see if on the fly we can think of something.
What?
Well,
What do you mean?
so where's the situation where you're asking questions, or where it would be beneficial and helpful to ask questions? Let's look at our staff. All right.
Yeah.
How do you motivate the staff?
Different, different goals.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's a little bit different, right? You have to ask questions. Like
You have to ask the questions.
you have to.
Isn't it a magnitude more powerful if you ask the type of question that is going to really make them think about the answer. Because you could say, hey, so, why do you do this? Why are you motivated to sell more? And what are they going to say?
To make more money.
Make more money, right? And what
Yep.
did, they will talk about, okay, why do you want to make more money? Right.
Because I'd like to make more money so I could eventually buy a house.
Okay.
Right.
And why do you want to have a house?
Because I have a family.
Okay. And why is that important to you to provide the family with a house?
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. It is? It's what you're supposed to do, or it's what you want to do.
No, I think it's what I want to do.
Okay. So you want to do what you're supposed to do. What else? What else do you want to have the money for? Because the money's just a little piece of paper, but you need to exchange that for something else that you want. What do you want?
I want to be able to take my family out to, Disneyland, and there's a really cool place in the Bahamas that my wife and I have always talked about.
So go to Disneyland, go on trips, travel, but something that keeps coming up, Mr. Jason, is the family. So the family seems to be the center of this whole thing, and you're doing all of these things that we're doing here for the family.
Yes.
So just if you peel back the layers of the onion, you're going to get to a more important outcome, right? To help them connect what they're doing to what the outcome is. And then once you work backwards from what their outcome is, then you create the activity, which, tying it all back to this whole thing of there's no there, right? It's the steps. We got to focus on the steps.
Yeah.
What's the Ryan Holiday book that we're both listening to?
What is it? Stillness is the key.
Stillness is the key. Remember the part, I really remember the part because it has my son's name. Awa Kenzo, right? Did you get to that part? The archery guy.
Yes.
And so what does he talk about? Right? It's kind of counterintuitive because we're always so focused on our goals. But he talks about how he doesn't care whether you hit the goal or you didn't hit the goal, whether you hit the bullseye or you didn't hit the bullseye. What he's focused on and is most important is that you're doing that activity, right? Did you pull back the thing? Did you hold steady? Did you take the breath? Did you do all of the things in the process that allow you to hit the bullseye? That's what he's focused on. So they're not all high-fiving each other and hugging because they hit the bullseye. Who cares? Sometimes you're going to hit it, sometimes you're not. But did you consistently do the things that will lead to that result? That's the focus. So in our world, what are those things?
I mean, it's everything. It's all the little things, right? It's making sure that you're making enough calls, making sure you're talking to enough people, making sure you're getting enough quotes, making sure those quotes are quality quotes and they're not just quotes.
Right.
It's spending the extra minute with the person. It's learning maybe a few extra details about the person and trying to solve their problems, getting to the core root of what are some of their problems. And to your point, asking more of the questions to get better answers so that you can better serve them.
Yeah, it's everywhere, right? If when we're helping them identify their goal to our team, they then will learn from this procedure and they're going to start implementing that in their everyday to get to their goal, right? That you've helped them find.
Yeah.
But they have to do those things every day, right? So the drawing back of if you're just listening, I'm drawing back the bow right now, but the drawing back of the bow is the quoting. It is the dials. It is the contacts. It's the, the quotes and then the sales process. It's all of those things. Like, are you pulling it back correctly? Because if you continue to do it where you're not leading to a result, then you're probably not pulling it back the right way. Then you have to refocus that.
Truth. So I think that is good. I mean, I think for this week, we should all focus on building a better
process.
Yeah, just building a better process.
Focusing. Changing the focus, shifting that focus, right? What was it? The power of my questions unlock the quality of their answers. It shifts their focus to what's most important, right? So are we asking the right questions? Are we doing the right things that are going to help lead to that? That's the focus.
I love it.
We put Agency Zoom up on the thing and we're looking at our results all day long. Why aren't we looking at the activities all day long?
Right. And definitely focusing on making each one of those activities a little bit better. A little bit better.
Yeah.
Baby steps, Mr. Craig. Remember that? And what about Bob?
Oh,
Baby
what
steps to
about
the
Bob?
elevator.
Great stuff. Baby steps.
Baby
Baby
steps
steps.
in the elevator.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Baby
elevator.
steps. Baby steps to the button. But yeah, I mean, and if you can help with those, with the activity. So here's a little thing. Here's a little takeaway, and it's super simple. But every day, my sales manager will email me. First, he has to go to each person and ask them how many quotes did you do, how many transfers did you take from the telemarketers, how many quotes did you do, how many, and then what was your result. So he has to get those criteria down. He has to tell it to Zach, and Zach points out that he's going to be emailing it to me. So everybody understands and recognizes there's accountability, but not because anybody's being mean, but because if they're not held accountable, they're humans. They're gonna slip. And if they slip today, then in a week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, they're not going to do well. Yeah. And then you have that gap, right? You have a day where you don't do 8K or 10K or whatever. So.
Love it.
Yeah. Empty glass.
So let's do it this week, Mr. Craig. Yeah, you're empty. You might as well, let's go get a refill and
full
hit
of
this
air.
week hard.
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's build it this week.
Don't forget Tommy Breedlove on Wednesday. Freaking awesome. He was a lot of fun. Yeah. And you'll get it early if you click subscribe.
Ooh, definitely click that subscribe.
You got to. And you can do it on the YouTubes too. We'll see you next time. On Friday and Wednesday. Bye.
Mr. Craig.
Oh, Mr. Jason. That's like the good old days.
The old Bell days.
Times were so much simpler back then.
And how many? We've had over like 200 interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's nuts. It is nuts.
So we put together a little webinar from all the things that we've learned, right?
Yeah, totally. I love it. It was a lot of fun doing it, putting it together, and there's some really good stuff in there.
Yes.
What did we learn?
So we learned how to sell hundreds of thousands of premium a month using any internet leads, and this is based on a whole bunch of big dudes selling ton of premium a month, like over 1 million.
Yeah, and it eliminates that turnover, right? The staff doesn't get burned out.
It does. It creates predictable sales. Like, whoa, right?
Well, and we also learned how we can copy the processes of the big, giant, fastest growing P&C carriers and the big local agents.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
So it was fun. We put it together. It's on a website. Go to love.teledudes.com. That's love.teledudes.com. How
do you spell like that on the fly, Mr. Jason?
Well, it took me some practice, but it's love.teledudes.com.
You are good at that. So let me get this straight. It's love, L-O-V-E teledudes.com.
Love.teledudes.com. Ooh.
I love that.
I love it too. I surprised you too, Mr. Craig. You didn't know.
Tricked me. All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.